Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So today I'll be explaining Mathematics Paper 3 Core Edition Code 0580 Paper 32 May June 2023. So the first question states, question 1 part A states, write the number 300,003 in figures. So writing 300,003 in figures will be 3 300,000 and 3. So this will be the final answer. Part B states write 15,896 correct to nearest thousand. So nearest thousand will be the 5. So when we round out of 5, it will be 16,000. So 16,000 will be the correct answer. For nearest 10, it is at 10, which is 9. So when 9 is rounded off, 8 will be rounded off to the next number. So it will be 15,900 because 8 will become 9. So 15,900. Part C states, by writing each number in a calculation correct to one significant figure, work out an estimate value of this. One significant figure means the first number. So 30 times 5 divided by 0.5 plus 0.9. So it will become 1. So this will be, using calculator, it will be 100. So 100 will be the final answer. Then question D states, find the value of part 1, which is the root of 1849. So the root of 1849 is, by using the calculator, it will be 43. But guys, now in 2025 onward sessions and examinations, no calculators are allowed in the paper 2 examinations, even it's paper 21, 22, 23, and even in core edition, which is 1, 1, 2, 1, 1 and 1, 3. So make sure you know the tables correctly so that in this examination you will be not required and you are not allowed to take calculators with you in the examination. So just make sure with this. So the answer will be 43. So the next question is part 2 of question D. 5 to the power of 0 minus 5 to the power of minus 1. So 5 to the power of 0 is 1 and 5 to the power of 1 is 1 over 5. So 1 minus 0.5. So that will be 1 minus 0.5 will be 0.5 plus take this. So this will be 1.5. So the answer is 1.5. Part 3 states 5 sine 30 minus 8 divided by 11. So first is sine 30 and then it will be 5 multiplied by sine 30, then minus 8 divided by 11. So the answer by using the calculator will be 0.5, which is minus. So minus 0.5 will be the final answer for part 3 of question 1. Part E, part 1 states a cyclist travels at a constant speed of 8.5 meters per second. Part 1 states work out how long the cyclist takes to travel the distance of 5.27 kilometers and give your answer in minutes and seconds. So the cyclist travels at a constant speed of 8.5 meters per second. So first what we will do is we will convert this 5.27 kilometers into meters. So this is 5270 meters. Then we calculate the time. T is equal to distance divided by time. So distance divided by speed, sorry. So D divided by S. So distance is 5270 divided by speed, which is 8.5. So that will give us 620 seconds. So 620 seconds is 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So 10 minutes and 20 seconds will be the final answer for part 1, part E, part 1. Part 2 states the cyclist increases speed from 8.5 meters per second to 10.2 meters per second. Work out the percentage increase in the speed. So what we will do is calculate the percentage increase. So it will be 10.2 minus 8.5 divided by 8.5. So 10.2 minus 8.5 divided by 8.5. So this will be 0.2 multiplied by 100 as it is a percentage. So 20% will be the answer. So 20. So this is how we'll be doing part 2 of part E. Question 2, part A states Mika counts the number of letters in each of the 61 words in a paragraph. Some of his results are shown in the table and bar chart. So this is the bar table and this is the bar chart. So now first we will fill out the table. So here for 3 we have to find the frequency. So for 3 the frequency is at 14. So the answer is 14. And for 5 we can see over here at 5 we have to find the frequency. So as we have 14 for 3, so we will add all of this and subtract this from 100. So what we are getting is total in each of 61 words in a paragraph. So we have 61 words in a paragraph. So total should be 61 and we have all the numbers except the number 5. So 61 minus the sum of this all available numbers. So the answer will be 8. So the number of the frequency for number of 5 letters is 8. Then we can fill out the table chart. So for second we have 12 frequency and for fifth we have 8. So for second we have 12. So we have 12 here for second. So here like this we will draw, and here like this. So this will be the chart for second, number of letters, 2 number of letters, and for fifth we have 8. So here like this. So this is how we will do. Then part 2 states write down the mode. Mode means the most frequent number. So as you can see the table, the most frequent number was 15, which is the number or number of letters, which is 4. So 4 had the most frequent numbers. So this will be the final answer for part 2. Part B states Grace also counts the number of letters in each word of another paragraph. Her results are shown in table. Work out the mean. So the mean is the frequency divided by the number. So the total number of frequency is 134. Question B, part 1 states Grace also counts the number of letters in each word of another paragraph. Her results are shown in the table. So the number of letters we have and we have the frequency. Now what we will do is we will take the sum above, which is like this: 1 times 10 plus 2 times 18 plus 3 times 9 plus 4 times 6 plus 5 times 5 plus 6 times 2, then divided by the frequency. So at the base the total frequency is 134. 134 will be the frequency, and the final answer of the mean is 2.68. So 2.68 is the final answer. 2.68 is the final answer. Part 3 states she picks one of these words at a random. Find probability that this has more than 3 letters. So to find the probability, first we have to see is more than 3 letters. So we have 4, 5 and 6 as mentioned above. So 4, 5 and 6 has a frequency of 6, 5 and 2. So 6, 5 and 2 which will be added together, that is 13 divided by the total frequency, which is 50. So when we do this, or we can simplify it if it's possible, but here we cannot simplify, so 13 over 50 will be the final probability for the number of words she picks at random which has more than 3 letters. So 13 over 50 will be the final answer. Part C states she counts the number of letters in each word in the next sentence, and these are her results. So find the median. Find the median. So first what we have to do is we have to arrange all of these numbers in ascending order. So we can do here 1, then 2, it's 3 times 2, 2, 2, 2. Then for 3 we have 2 times. Then 4 we have 2. Then 5 once. Then 6 once. And for 7 same. And 9. So if we cut 3 here, then 3 here and 3 here. So it's between 3 and 4. So the median is 3 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So 3.5 will be the final answer. Part 2 states find the range. Find the range means highest minus lowest. So highest is 9 and lowest is 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. So 8 is the final answer for part 2. Question 3, part A states 50 Australian dollars is equal to 540 South African rands. Part 1 states on the grid, draw a conversion graph between Australian dollars and South African rands. So for 50 Australian dollars, we get 540 here, 540 South African rands. So at 0 we have nothing. Then we can draw a straight direct line from 0 to 540. So by using the ruler, you can draw this line. But for now, I will just estimate. Like this. So this is a straight, almost straight line, but you can use the ruler as I mentioned earlier. Then for part 2, a watch costs 1350 South African rands. Find the cost of this watch in Australian dollars. So here we have 1350. So now we have 1350. Here we can write the exchange rate as mentioned above, 50 to 540. 50 to 540. Here we can write Australian and here South African. And then the watch cost 1350. And here we have no idea what's the value. So 50 multiplied by 1350 and x multiplied by 540. So 540x is equal to 1350 multiplied by 50. So 1350 multiplied by 50. Then x is equal to 1350 multiplied by 50 divided by 540. So the final answer for this is, so it will be 125 Australian dollars. So 125 Australian dollars will be the final answer. Question 3, part B, part 1 states a plane leaves Sydney at 21:48 local time to fly to Johannesburg. The flight takes 14 hours and 15 minutes. The local time in Sydney is 8 hours ahead of the local time of Johannesburg. Find the local time in Johannesburg when the plane arrives. So the plane leaves Sydney at 21:48 and it flies for 14 hours and 15 minutes. So we'll add 14 hours and 15 minutes into 21:48. So 21:48 plus 14 hours and 15 minutes. So 48 plus 15 will be 53 and 03. Then 21 will become 22 because after 21 it's 22 hours. So 22 plus 14 will be 22, then 24, then 12. So 12:03. Now the local time in Sydney is 8 hours ahead of local time. So 12:03 minus 8. So it will be 4:03. So 4:03 will be the time in Johannesburg when the plane lands. Part 2 states on the plane there are 315 people. The ratio of children to adults is 7 to 8. Work out the number of adults on the plane. So we will add the total ratio, which is 7 plus 8, which is 15. Then 8 over 15 because we have to calculate the number of adults times the total people is 315. So the total number of people is 168. So 168 people or passenger on the plane is adults. So 168. Part 3 states another plane has 420 seats. 90% of the seats are occupied. Work out the number of seats that are occupied. So 90% over 100 multiplied by 420. So 0, 0, 0, 0. So 9 times 42. So 9 fours are 36. 36, 37. 378 people are the number of seats that are occupied. So 378 seats. So this will be the final answer for part 3. Question 4 states Fadil gives a different amount of water to some plant. The scatter diagram shows the height and the amount of water in ml for each of the 15 plants. So this is table. Part A states plot the two results on the scatter diagram. So 60 and 27. So 60 and 27. So it's in between and 60. So it will be over here. Then for 85 and 41. 85 and 41. So it will be over here. So like this. Part B states what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram. So on this it shows a positive correlation. So we'll write positive. One thing to note, it's only for 1 mark. So it's only asking which type of correlation, positive or negative. If it was for 2 marks, then you have to state it's a positive strong correlation or negative strong correlation or positive weak correlation or negative weak correlation. Then part C states one of the plant had a lower height than expected for the amount of water given. On scatter diagram, put a ring around the point for this plant. So it will be this one because it's way lower than all the other plants in the range of the height. So this is how we will be doing the question C. Part D, part 1 on scatter diagram, draw the line of the best fit. So what we will do is draw a straight uniform line between all the points. So this is how we will be doing. Part 2 states another plant is given 65 ml of water. Use your line of best fit to estimate the height of this plant. So if it has 65 ml of water that is given, so what we can do is by using the diagram, it will be around 25 ml or 25 centimeter height. So 25 centimeter will be the height of the plant. Part E states find the percentage of these 17 plants that have a height of more than 24 centimeter. So if we use the graph and make a correlation of a plant that has higher than 24 centimeter, what we can see is we have to calculate the percentage of these 17 plants that have a height of more than 24 centimeter. So by using the correlation, we can calculate this by using the formula, which is by looking at the graph. Now 8 plants are higher than 24 centimeter out of 17. So 8 over 17 multiplied by 100, which is 47%. 41.1%. 47.1% is the number of plants that is more than 24 centimeter. So 47.1%. So this is how we'll be doing part E of question 4. Question 5, part A states this rectangle has an area of 12 centimeter square and a perimeter of 16 centimeter. This shape is made from 6 of these rectangles. Find the area and perimeter of this shape. So if the area, find the area and perimeter of this shape. So if the area has, this rectangle has an area of 12 centimeter and a perimeter of 16. So 12 centimeter means this rectangle and 16 is perimeter. So first we will calculate the perimeter, then we will calculate the area. So if we have this rectangle and we multiply here 6 by 2, then 6 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, and 14 plus 2 is 16. So we are correct. So it's 2 by 6. Now here we have 2 and here we have 6. Now find the area and perimeter of the shape. It's made up of 6 of these rectangles. So once we close this and we do the value, so when we close this, it has become a rectangular and cuboid. So area is equal to 2LW. So it will not be 2, it will be 6 because there are 6 rectangles for area. So 6 times LW. So 6 times 6 times 2. So that is 72. So the area is 72 centimeter square. And for perimeter, we have to add all of the lengths. So we have now 1 like this. So we have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6, 36. And then we have to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So 8 times 2, 16. So 16 plus 36, that is 52. So 52 will be this perimeter. Now what you have to think is, like, it is asking for this shape. It's not saying that this is a rectangular, cuboid or anything else. It's just saying that you have to calculate the perimeter of this shape and the area of this shape. So it's just easy. For perimeter, all the length of the outsides, and areas, if you have the area for one rectangle, multiply it by number of rectangles that are over here, then you will get the area of the rectangle of this whole shape. So this is how we'll be doing part A of question 5. Part B of question 5 states find the area of this rectangle. So now we have the base, we have the height, and we have the slant height. So what we will do is use the formula, which is area is equal to base times height divided by 2. Base is 16 times height is 8.4 divided by 2, 2 1, 2 8. 8 times 4 is 32, 8 is 64, and 64, then 67.2 centimeters square will be the final answer. So 67.2 centimeters square will be the final answer for part B. Question C states a circle has a circumference of 28 centimeter. Work out the radius of this circle. So circumference is also known as C, and we have this as parameters. So we can use C is equal to 2 pi r. So circumference is 28 times is equal to 2 times pi times x. X is equal to 28 divided by 2 pi, and the answer is 4.46. centimeter. So 4.46 centimeter is the final answer for part C. Part D states a cube has a volume of 125 meter cube. Work out the surface area of the cube. Surface area of the cube we have to calculate. So now what we will do is, first we will calculate the length. So it's a cube, so all sides are equal. So V is equal to length cube. So 125 cube root is 5. So we have the 5. So surface area SA is equal to 2LW plus 2WH plus 2LH. So 2 times 5 times 5 plus 2 times 5 times 5 plus 2 times 5 times 5. So this will be 20 plus 20 plus 20. So this will be 60. So 60 will be the final answer. Guys, there are other different formulas for calculating the surface area of the cube, but this will be easier because you know the formula for which will be used for cuboid or rectangular cuboid or any other shape. So this formula will be much easier. The other formula, if you can remember that will be great, but if you cannot, this will be the easiest one. So this is how we'll be doing the part D of question 5. Question 6, part A states for each quadrilateral draw a line of symmetry and write down its mathematical name. So this has two diagonals, one like this and one like this, and the name is rhombus. And for this it has only one, and it is called as kite. Part B states the diagram shows three triangles A, B and C on a grid. So this is three triangles. Part 1 states describe fully the physical transformation that maps A onto B. So as you can see, it's in same position but enlarged. So what we will do is join these both lines and extend this. Same for this, and we will extend this like this, and also for this. Like this. So now you can see,
battery low, charge now ASAP.
Now you can see that there is a enlargement, and we have got an area where this enlargement has actually happened. So these both lines are arranging over here, but this one is almost here. So you can use the ruler for more accurate decision, but over here, by looking at this, you can see it's almost here and here. So we can use this one position, as I didn't have the rulers, but if you use the ruler it will more clearly state over here. So 4/6 will be the position for enlargement. So first mark will be enlargement at 4/6 by scale factor of, now you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here is only 2, so scale factor is 3, and it's from A to B, so from A to B it's multiplied by 3, so scale factor of 3. Part B states triangle A and onto triangle C. So A onto C. Now you can see that A has been rotated by what degree? So we can guess this. If we keep it at 0 0, so here 1 and 2. When you rotate it, it comes here 1 and 2. So you can see its center, and it's rotated 90 degree by clockwise, not anti. If it's anti-clockwise, it will come over here. So clockwise will come over here. So first mark will be rotation by 90° clockwise from point 0, 0. So this is how we will mention the type of transformation. Part 2 states on the grid reflect triangle A in the line x2 minus 1. So x will be minus 1 like this and reflect it. So first A point will be here, 2 points away, so 2 points away. Here again 2 points, here 2 points, and this is 3 points. So this will be 1, 2, 3. So like this. So this is the transformation and we will mark it as part 2 for the question reference. So this is how we'll be doing part 2 of question 6. Question 7 part A states, here we have table, and part 1 states find the equation of the line L and give your answer in y is equal to mx plus c. So first what we will do is take 2 points. One we will take this and second we will take this. So first one is 0 minus 2 and second we have 2 and 1. 2 and 1. So first we will calculate the gradient y2 which is 1 minus y1 which is minus 2 divided by x2 minus x1. So 3 divided by 2 which is 1.5. Now we have the gradient, so y is equal to 1.5x plus c. Now we have the value which is, we can use minus 2, 0 and minus 2. So 0 times 1.5 is 0 plus c is equal to minus 2. So the value of c will be minus 2. So y is equal to 1.5x minus 2. So this will be the final equation for part 1. Part 2 states on grid draw the line y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1 will be like this. Then part 2 states write down the coordinates of the point where the two lines intersect. So here you can see it's intersecting at 2 and plus 1. So 2 and 1. So this is how we'll be doing part 3 of question 7. Question B, part 1 states complete the table of values for y is equal to x square plus x plus minus 8. So what we will do is use the calculator and input this equation and replace the values or the letter x with the minus 2. So for the first one, by using the calculator, the value of x is minus 6. Then with using the 1, the answer is again minus 6. And then with value of plus 4, it is 12. So this is the final answer. Part 2 states on the grid, draw the graph y is equal to this. So we have to draw this table on the graph. So at minus 4, it is 4. Then at minus 3, it's minus 2. Here, then minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 1 is minus 8. 0 is minus 8. 1 is minus 6. 1 is minus 6 here. Then 2 is minus 2. 3 is 4. And 4 is 12. So what we will do is, we will draw a straight uniform line. Like this. And then we will extend this onwards. Like this. So this is a constant line drawn. Part 3 states write down the equation of the line of symmetry of the graph. So the line of symmetry of this graph is, one second, so we have to draw the, or write down the equation. So already we have the equation, which is x is equal to minus 1 over 2. So we will write minus 1 over 2, or y is equal to minus 1 over 2x. Or we can just write like this and like this, minus 1 over 2. Part 4 states use the graph to solve the equation is equal to 0. So when the value of y is 0, it intersects over here, which is around 3.3 or 3.4 minus, and second one is intersecting over here, which is at 2.4. So 2.4. So this is how we'll be using the graph to solve the equation. Question 8a states t is equal to 5p plus 3q. Find the value of t when p is equal to 6 and q is equal to 8. So when p is 6 and q is 8, so t is equal to 5 times 6 plus 3 times 8. So 5 6 are 30 plus 8 3 are 24. So that is 54. So 54 will be the final answer for t. Part B states 3a minus 7b plus 2a plus 4b. So what we will do is we will write 3a plus 2a is 5a and minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3b. So this will be the final answer. So 5a minus 3b. Part C states multiply out 5 and brackets 2x minus 3. So first we will expand this, which is 10x minus 15y. So 10x minus 15y will be the final answer. Solve 5x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 19. So we will move minus 1 to right and 3x to left. So 5x minus 3x is equal to 19 plus 1. 2x is equal to 20, x is equal to 10. So value of x is 10. Part E states make t the subject of the formula. So what we will do is first move minus 3. So p plus 3 is equal to 5t. T is equal to p plus 3 divided by 5. So this will be the final answer. P plus 3 divided by 5 will be the final answer for part E of question 8. Question 8, part F states entry to a castle costs X dollars for an adult and Y dollars for a child. Entry for 2 adults and 3 children cost $15. First, we will write the equation for this, which is 2x plus 3y is equal to 15. Then entry for 3 adults and 5 children cost $23.50. So 3x plus 5y is equal to 23.50, like this for easy reference. So first we will make either the x or y value same. So we make the y value same, 5 and 3. So 10x plus 15 y is equal to 75. 339x plus 15y is equal to 3 3s are 9 and 10 3 2s are 6, 70.50. So like this. Now plus plus, so this will be minus and this will be cancelled out. Then 10 minus 9x will be x is equal to 450. So the value of x is 450. Now we have the value of x. Then you will put 4.5 into x and calculate its y value. So 2 4.5 plus 3y is equal to 15. So 9 plus 3y is equal to 15. 3y is equal to 15 minus 9, which is 6, and 3y. Y is equal to 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So value of y is 2, value of x is here 4.5. So guys, this is how we'll be calculating the value and the answer for part F. Question 9, part A states these are the first 4 terms of the sequence. Write on the next. So from 2 to 8 it's adding 6, then by 8 to 14 is 6, again 6. So the next will be 26. Part 2 states write on the term to term rule for continuing the sequence. So between these difference of 6. So it will be 6n, and now 6 ones are 6 minus 4. So minus 4. Then 6 twos are 12. It's 6 twos are 12, minus 4 is 8. Then 6 threes are 18, minus 4 is 14. 6 fours are 24, 24 minus 4 is 20. Then onwards. So 6n minus 4 will be the term to term rule. Find an expression for the nth term. Sorry guys, for the expression it means this one, equation. But for the term to term rule for the continuous sequence, meaning we have to add 6. So we will write add 6, and for here it will be 6n minus 4 as mentioned in the previous question. Part B states find the value for the first 3 terms of the sequence with nth term n square plus 5. So 1 square plus 5 is 6. 2 square plus 5 is 9. 3 square plus 5 is 3 is 9 plus 5 is 14. So 6, 9, 14. Sorry, 14. Then part 2 states the first 4 terms of another sequence is this. Find the expression of the nth term. So now here we have 3, here 5, and here we have 7. Then here we have 2, here we have 2. So what we will do is 2n. So like this. And what we will do is, here we have the continuous sequence which is 2n. So if you use 2n, so 2 ones are 2 plus 5. 2 twos are 4 plus 5 will be 9. So we cannot use 2n. So instead of 2n, we can use n square, because here we have 2 and 2. So we can use n square. So n1 is 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 square is 4 plus 6 is 10. 3 square is 9 plus 6 is 15. 4 square is 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. So n square plus 6. So this is how we will calculate the equation. So the expression is n square plus 6 will be the final answer for part 2 of question 9. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends, and see you in the next video. Bye. Also guys, I have made a Discord server where you can join, and if you have any queries or anything regarding the maths equations or anything in maths category, you can reply or comment in the Discord server and I will be there to help you out. I will attach the link to the Discord server below this video and in all other videos that have been posted already. So see you in the next video. Bye.